Alright, so let's talk about this whole waking up at 5 a.m. thing. It's supposed to be this magical hour where you get a head start on the day, right? I tried it once. And let me tell you, it was an experience I won't forget anytime soon. You know that feeling when your alarm goes off and you're convinced it's actually 3 a.m.? Yeah, it was like that, but with the added bonus of knowing it was, in fact, the crack of dawn. The sky was still dark and the world was eerily quiet. I stumbled out of bed, brewed some coffee that tasted suspiciously like sadness, and wondered why I was doing this to myself. I even tried to do some morning meditation, thinking it might help center me. Let me tell you, the only thing I was meditating on was how much I wanted to crawl back into bed. My bed was calling me like a siren. Turns out I'm about as productive at 5 a.m. as a goldfish is at astrophysics. My brain was in a fog and I couldn't focus on anything. The point is, this whole early rising thing, not for everyone. It's not some magic bullet for productivity. Some people, they spring out of bed like they're powered by sunshine and rainbows. They thrive in the early hours. Me, I need a crane, a triple espresso, and maybe a small marching band to feel remotely human before 8 a.m. And even then, it's a struggle. Now, I get it. Society loves a good early bird. The idea of waking up before the sun rises has been romanticized for ages. We're bombarded with stories of CEOs and celebrities who credit their success to their ungodly wake-up times. They make it seem like the secret to success is hidden in those early hours. It's enough to make you feel like a lazy, good-for-nothing slug if you don't practically trip over the sunrise every morning. The pressure to conform to this early bird narrative can be overwhelming. But here's the thing, success isn't a time zone. It's not about when you wake up, but what you do with your time. It doesn't magically appear at 5 a.m. and vanish by noon. Productivity and creativity can strike at any hour. Some of the most creative and brilliant minds throughout history have been notorious night owls. They found their inspiration in the quiet of the night. Winston Churchill, for example, rarely surfaced before noon. His late-night work sessions were legendary. And let's not forget about the countless musicians, artists, and writers who find their muse burning brightest long after the sun goes down. Their creativity thrives in the stillness of the night. So it turns out there's actual science behind why some of us are early birds and others are night owls. It's called our chronotype, and it basically dictates our natural sleep-wake cycle. Some people are genetically predisposed to be morning people, while others function best later in the day. It's kind of like being right-handed or left-handed. You are who you are. So, forcing yourself into a rigid 5 a.m. routine when your body is screaming for sleep isn't just unpleasant. It's counterproductive. Studies have shown that ignoring your natural chronotype can lead to sleep deprivation, decreased focus, and even health problems in the long run. Not exactly a recipe for success, is it? So here's the thing, success isn't really about when you wake up, it's more about how you use the hours you have. You know, it's about making the most of your time, whether that's early in the morning or late at night. Whether you're a morning person, a night owl, or somewhere in between, the key is to find what works best for you. Everyone has their own rhythm, and it's important to listen to your body and mind. So if you're naturally a 5 a.m.er who thrives on early morning productivity, more power to you. Embrace those quiet hours when the world is still waking up. But if you're more of a hit the snooze button 5 times kind of person, that's okay too. Your productivity might peak later in the day, and that's perfectly fine. Embrace your inner night owl, schedule your day around your peak productivity times, and don't let anyone tell you that success has a specific wake-up call. It's all about finding your own groove. Now, if you'll excuse me, I hear my coffee calling, and it's definitely past noon. Remember, success is personal, and so is your schedule.